Hey guys, this is Banks from Gilgamesh here. I'm showing you guys how to get 100% in the casting of Frank Stone. This is a spin-off game of Dead by Daylight. As in this collectible guide, it's going to be really quick. There are 12 relics, 30 artifacts, and 12 trinkets. There's going to be one missable, which you could only get on chapter 5 as it's a choice. You could go back either once you beat the game, or if you have the deluxe edition, you could go back at any time. And I will notate it when we get to that point, but so far, let's get right into the video and let's get started. At the beginning, you will start playing as Sam, the officer. You're going to walk towards the fence. Normally, you will go to the left right after you pass this truck, but go towards the fence, and at the right, you're going to see this gap that you can squeeze through. This is for our first trinket, the Iridescent King. As once you squeeze through, all you have to do is circle around to your left, and it's going to be on the ground. This is right after climbing through the window. You'll come across this door that you can open. You can see the pallet on the other side. That's how you exit the level. But instead of going to it, go to the right side of it and interact with this filing cabinet. Once you pull it open, a staff file is going to drop to the ground, and Sam's going to instantly pick it up, examine it, read it, and once you put it back down, it's going to count. And this is artifact 1. After falling down the sewer ladder, Sam will look towards the direction of the light source, which is on your right. Move towards it, and that white substance on the wall, examine it, and once you do, you should get the symbol's artifact. Still right in front of it. Basically, what you want to do is just turn around and just run down the hallway. Turn to the left and to the right into this first story on the right. Follow the path, and on the ground is going to be our Trinket 2 wooden horse. Still in the sewer, this is still on the main path. You'll find a little archway once you go down those few steps. You can see it right in front of me. Instead of crawling through there, which is towards the main objective, we're going to take a right and jump over these pipes, and you're going to see a little doll on the ground. This is our first relic, and this is the DBD killer of the Hillbilly. Going into chapter 2, you're going to gain control of Maddie, a new character in this new timeline. We're going to come into this manor, and we're going to have to go up these stairs, left or right, it doesn't matter. But once we go up the stairs, we're going to go to the right or to the center, depending if you chose the right stairs. And at this table right here is going to be part of a relic, which is going to contain the survivor's theme. Once you put down the piano notes for the survivor theme, what we're going to do is look to the left and continue going up the stairs. And the first doorway to our right, we're going to open that. And once we step inside to the left, you're going to see a table with some chests playing on it. And to the left of that, you're going to pick up this little letter here, which is the estate letter. Artifact number 3.
Hey, I think I figured out why there's no one.
Turn around.
What? Why?
And in the corner, there's going to be the piano. We're going to interact with the piano, and we're going to play the piano notes, the survivor theme piano notes that we found.
Do you play?
And that's going to unlock a secret room.
Crazy, right?
Yeah.
You've seen a real secret passage before?
It's fairly common for old mansions like these to have concealed corridors. to allow the servants.
Follow the way all the way down to the bottom and open up the door downstairs.
You got some of these in your house too, huh?
Once you open,
Privilege of the rich
look to the
stolen
left,
from the rights of the oppressed.
and the Huntress is going to be on the
Okay.
ground.
Kid must have had a creepy doll on their Christmas list.
After meeting Stan, which is the guy right there in the left corner, right in front of us, you can explore the rest of the room. In front of us, you can pick up this book, which is the Epic of Gilgamesh. Interact with it, dive a little bit deeper, and you can close the book. Once you close the book, what we're going to do is turn around, and we're going to follow the wall to a little panel. Once we interact with the panel and pull it back, this is going to end the section, so make sure you did get that book. And once you pull it open, you're going to get the movie poster, which is going to be Artifact 5.
Huh. Movie poster inside a cabinet. Interesting choice. Hey, either of you heard of Murder Mill?
Holy shinobi. You're kidding, right?
No.
At the beginning of chapter 3, you're given the choice to go to the Curiosity Shop or the drugstore. We're going to go to the Curiosity Shop because Chris automatically goes to the
I
drugstore and we
certainly
could get the collectibles
curious
afterwards.
regarding said shop, eh?
Once in the Curious Shop, turn to the left and go to the furthest window, which is to the back wall. And right there on those crates is going to be the lore letter, Artifact 6.
Whoever owned this place before had some lousy luck.
Once you pick up the lore letter, what we're going to do is turn to the right, and we're going to follow this bookcase all the way to the end. Then at the end, we're going to circle to the right, past the cash register, and follow that bookcase to the left, all the way to the end. Do not stop right here, but instead, it's right there on the ground on the right. This is the Trapper.
Imagine cuddling up to that at night.
After leaving the Curiosity Shop, Chris should go into the drugstore, and once you move, look to your left, and on the counter, you're going to grab this,
Movies?
the Lost magazine.
Must be a slow news day.
Simply turn around and go to this back wall, and just circle around, and to the left on the shelf, right next to some toilet paper, is going to be our next trinket, which is going to be the Waterlogged shoe. Put it down and look to our right, and you can see the arcade machine. This is a small Missable, and you have to reach a certain amount of points to get that achievement. For chapter 4, you're going to be playing as Linda, and you're going to come into this big room with this mantle stand right at you. Go up to the mantle and look at it. Look down, and the camera should zoom up just like that, and you should be able to click the button. I already clicked it, and once you click it, it will open up the secret package to our right. Secret passage. Open up the secret passage, go inside,
Can be sure.
and on our left is going to be the blueprints sitting on a chest.
Well, hello.
It's like every room in the house.
Go to the second floor, and you're going to see these 3 giant portraits. The one in the middle is the artist from DBD, but we're going to go to the first portrait,
Powerful resemblance. in
as the
Augustine's
book
family.
Face of Evil is on there.
That or Augustine loves cosplay.
Does take me a little bit just to get to it, but it is right there. You can see it glowing. Just pick it up, interact with it, and flip to the next page, and then put it down, and it's going to count.
Sam Green took down Frank Stone. I could write a better book than this.
At the beginning of chapter 5, you're going to be in Jaime's garage with Robert and Chris at the table looking at some documents. Go right next to Robert and interact with both of the articles to get the old newspaper article.
Referencing specific locations in the mill that could be associated with Frankstone.
Once you put it down, look to the left.
Something we haven't found yet.
Definitely possible.
We'll find it.
And on top of the washing machine is going to be a book called Oracle of the Omniverse. You can see it glowing right now.
Here,
Pick
look at
it
this.
up and interact with it, and once you put it down, it will count.
It mentions Frank?
No, but it goes into the mindset of the workers. People were depressed. There were suicides.
At the mill?
Not at the mill, but like people who worked there or got laid off.
Damn.
This was a year or two
An
before.
Omniverse?
Does
Far
not
out.
sound like a fun place to spend a 12-hour shift.
There are a couple articles like this. The mill was in serious
But if it doesn't mention...
This is choice 2. You're given 2 decisions that's going to lead you to a trinket. Both of them has 1, so it's going to make you repeat this chapter just to grab it. They're just really quick. They're only like 2 minutes long. For my playthrough, I'm going to go for climb, but if you skip ahead just a few seconds, I will show you where cross takes you. Climbing the fence would lead you over here, and what you're going to do is walk a little bit forward, and you're going to see that rock formation. Walk a little bit forward and just look to the left, and you're going to see a gap you can squeeze through. Once you squeeze through, what you want to do is look to the left, and on the ground is going to be the mother-daughter ring Trinket 6. The trinkets are a little bit out of place for these for some weird reason, but know that you're going to get them all. For crossing, you're going to go across this beam, as you can see that they're all doing right now, and simply keep on going. You're going to see the bears right there to our bottom right. Climb up to this ledge. And what you want to do is go across this beam. And once you go across the beam, on the right side on the ground is going to be the tattoo middle finger.
Frankstone. And gravity.
Once in the storm drains, you'll come across a sign that says, "This way, fellow foul traveler." This is still on the main path, but once you step through, the first left, there should be a gap you could go through. And on the ground, the Wraith for Relic 4 should be right there.
Who would have left this here?
Still in the exact same hallway. All I did was went back. Walk a bit further, but this time on your right is going to have an open grate. Jump through it. This is leading to the next trinket. So once you open up the door, it's going to lead to a big room with nothing in it besides the key that we need in the right corner that's sitting on the table.
I'm not sure about. Huh? A little key.
Once you start playing as Linda, right when you get out of the storm drains, look to the right. And this area should look a bit familiar, as this is the same place from chapter 1. And all you want to do is just run to the grate that's in the corner and pick up the crowbar that you used to pry open the grate. Right when you pick it up, go diagonally to the left to the shed that has a slant and break open the doors. And once you step through, on the left on the ground is going to be the wooden Oni mask. Once you make it into the furnace room, go down the ramp to the characters and go right past them, as on the right there is going to be a path that leads up to some stairs. Follow it, and it should lead you to a crank. Once you pick up the crank, go back where you came from, up the ramp. And once you get on top of the ramp, there's going to be a machine that you can interact with and put the crank on. Once you spin it, it's going to move the platform where the trinket is on, and you can run onto the platform and grab the Blighted Rat. For the Iridescent King, you're going to be back to playing as Chris, and right in front of you is going to be the casting foundry, or the casting shed, if you look up a bit more.
What do you mean?
You can only open up this door with the lock if you picked up the key in the storm drain that I mentioned before. If you don't have it, you're going to have to go back in the chapter to grab it. What you want to do is walk a bit forward. I'm just looking around here, but we're going to walk a bit forward and look to the left and go up the stairs. We're soon going to interact with that red toolbox. But right when you get up here, we're going to interact with these shelves, and we're going to pull them back to make a small little bridge for the path upstairs. You only have to pull out 2 shelves. Turn back around once you pull those 2, and we're going to go back to that red toolbox. And you can see the little ledge. We're going to have to bring it up with that yellow tarp. So grab into the red toolbox, pull it back to the right. And once you pull it back, it should instantly let go. I'm going to speed up the footage, but climb up and follow the path. As right when you hop over these, on the ground on the right is going to be our trinket. Still in the same area, just in front of the door of the casting foundry. Instead of going inside of it, we're going to look to the right, go right past Robert, and we're going to take a left and go to the doorway. You're going to see a little thing you could crouch underneath. Once you get through that, on your left, if you walk a little bit, is going to be the clown Rellik.
Why is it always clowns?
Once you get into Frank's lair, and you're playing as Jaime, on the center table is the weapon design journal. All you have to do is go and pick it up and delve a little bit deeper, and then once you put it down, it is going to count.
Who are these other people?
A hatch. This must be how Stone got in and out.
For chapter 6, you're going to have the upstairs open up to you, which is the final floor. And once you get up there, stick close to the left and go all the way to the corner to get the Legion Rellik. Once you pick up the relic of the Legion, turn it around, and on the table, as you can see it glowing, is the fan size review. Once you put it down, look to your left, And at the window closest to the corner, sitting on the table, is going to be the Deed of Sale, Artifact 14.
That's a lot of dollar for an old movie.
During the chapter, you're going to be playing as Linda, as this fireplace is right in front of us with a bunch of stuff around us, which is the museum. Right in front of the fireplace is going to be this book. Examine it, and it's going to be the fictional book. But once you put it down, turn around, as the demonic statue directly behind you is going to be Artifact 16.
This whole place is like a film set.
Once you back out, diagonally to your left is going to be a podium that's going to give you some audio, which is the Riot broadcast. You can listen to it all the way or not. Just hit the button and just back out.
Speaking from the Trade Winds movie theater on Texas Avenue, where we are witnessing some sort of protest or...
Right when that's done, just follow the way to the left, following the wall. You're going to reach a trinket, which is the Victor Soldier trinket. Once you put that down, turn around and interact with the table where Maddie is at. You got to go on her side, and this is going to end the level. And once you interact with it, it's going to give us the Broken Super 8.
This is... No. There's no way. It can't be.
Hey, Linda.
On Chapter 7, you'll be playing as Linda, and you'll get on a lift and reach the sign, which is exit the rear yard. Go through the doorway, and instead of going all the way down, we're going to go a little bit down and go across this beam. And where that light is, on the ground next to it, is going to be our Trinket Diamond Cufflinks. When you play as Madison, you should come across a green light illuminate down the stairs. Do not go there, but instead look to the left, and you're going to see this shrine right here.
Oh god, the occult. Just what I need.
And once you interact with it and back out, it's going to count.
Find him all in. Gotta find him before skies are folding it again.
At some point, Sam is going to stumble in the hallway, and you're given a choice. Click the diary and do both of the skill checks successfully, as this is going to lead to a collectible. Make sure you do successfully do to it. It won't unlock until the chapter is done, and I will make a note of it when we get to it. Make sure you do this one as well. Soon, Sam will disappear, and Linda will come into this little archive. Simply walk a little bit forward, go into the second aisle to the left, and you're going to see these t-shirts. Back out, and look to your right, and you're going to see a fake prop arm on the other side. Back out, go into the next aisle to your left, and there's going to be the relic of the nurse sitting on the ground on your left.
Just when I thought things couldn't get weirder.
Once you put it down, go to the center, all the way to the back wall where the light is, and then instead of interacting with that, turn to the right. There's going to be a lamp. Interact with that. And once you back out, now interact with the spot with the light. This is going to end the section, giving you the alt movie scene. Once you did that, you're going to get that one letter that you picked up successfully.
Relax.
What are you doing?
That letter's private. It's got nothing to do with you.
Sorry.
Going back as Linda, you'll come out of the showers doors, and simply what you want to do is look to your right and crawl underneath these cabinets and just circle around to your left to see a filing cabinet that you can pull open. And once you do so, you should be able to grab a key.
Always need one of these.
Now go back, crawl underneath the cabinets. And to your right, there's a small gap you can squeeze through. This is along the main path. As it should take you to some lockers. One of the lockers should be glowing. Interact with it. Use your key. And inside, the grandmother letter awaits.
Whoever's locker this was had some serious issues.
For the Merlin collar Missable achievement, you'll come down the stairs after turning the valves. We're going to be going to this doorway and just follow the path until you see this metal grate and just turn to the right to go into this fenced area, and in the corner is a collar. Examine it until the
Merlin.
camera zooms up and she will say Merlin, giving you the achievement. At the end of the area, you're going to come across this ladder which ends the section. Instead of going to it, look to your right and interact with the first door on your left. And follow the pathway through. Once you get up, on your right is going to be Frank's journal sitting on the table.
Fuck. This is Frank Stone's journal.
Once you put it down, turn around and you're going to see a little metal piece blocking a path. Run up to it and pull it out the way. And once you do so, the relic of the doctor is sitting in the cage in front of you.
This place is so fucked. What the hell are these things?
Going back to playing as Madison, you should come across a bedroom. Look to your right. As on a table, there's going to be a book. This is along the main path. Pick it up and examine it, and a key should drop out once you open
Can't
it.
judge a book by its cover. Hello. Now that's not boring.
Once you come down from the secret pathway, do not look to the right and open up the doors as that ends the level, but instead look to your left and go down this hallway. And once you turn, there is this audio player that you could play.
This is Dr. Augustine Lieb.
And once you back out, you should get the suction tape. Walk a bit further to get the relic. It is in the open, sitting on the table on the right.
Twins are creepy. That's just a fact.
For the trinket, just look to your left and walk a bit, and it is right there. Back to playing Officer Sam Green. And once you pick up the camera, you're going to have to fight with Frank. And for the first time, you'll come across this orange glow on your right with a open grate. Hop through and look to your right. And on the ground to your right again, just basically just circling around, you should get the Relic of the Spirit. After escaping Frank from the projector room or the film room, walk a bit forward, look to your right, and in the dark on the left is the last trinket.
What the fuck just happened back there?
Yeah.
Believe me, I wish I knew.
As you come into a room and need to find parts for a generator, in front of you, to your right, is going to be the ID card. It's sitting on the counter. Examine it and put it down, and that is it. Later in the chapter, you will start seeing flashbacks of characters, but upon seeing the fourth one, you will see a fork in the road with the orange light on the left, which you can see right there, and path going to the right. In the middle, in the stump, is the bloody ring, which should be your last artifact. And upon putting it down, look to your right, and we're going to follow that way, and you can see a door. Open up the door, and in front of and laying on the ground is going to be the trickster, Relic 11. Once you pick it up, the last relic is you beating the game, and after the credits, it's going to unlock, as you can see here. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thank you for watching. And if you want any more guides, let me know, and I'll see you guys next time.